Hey guys, I just popped by Costco because I was nearby just to pick up a few things and I thought I would film for you. So I always grab the rotisserie chicken because it's only $6.99 for a whole big chicken. And then I wanted to show you guys some of the pre-made meals. Now, this isn't the most budget-friendly options. However, if you're time poor, I think sometimes buying pre-packaged food and then adding on some microwavable veggies is more cost efficient than constantly buying a full takeout meal. So they've got a huge variety of options here. They've even got like party food, like the wings, sushi, pre-made sandwiches, and all these goodies. So just have a quick squeeze through my recording. And I also saw that there's restriction on eggs, so you can only get one per person, I believe. I had a look at these golden kiwis, but they were out of budget for me. So it was $17 for 1.5 kilos, so I didn't grab them. But normally the golden kiwis at Costco are really good. I find they are way better quality than at Coles and Woolies. I also saw these crab snacks, which I found interesting. I didn't buy them, I just had a look at them. Costco is massive. They've got electronics and all sorts of things, lots of meat and veggies as well, but I didn't have time to film everything for you guys. So in this trolley, the food items are mainly for me and the detergents are for a relative. Ramen's also for me. So in this next clip, I did a top-up shop at Coles. So I got some mincemeat for, I think, two for $10 because it's my third week for my flyby spend where you spend $50 each week. 4 weeks in a row, you get 10,000 flyby points. Both my partner and I got that offer. Beef mince was also on sale for $9 a kilo, so I tend to stock up on these items when I have the flyby challenges. That way I'll store it in the freezer, and then when I don't get those offers, I don't need to do a big shop. I also grabbed this coconut milk that just goes in my pantry for me to make curries, and sometimes I'll make Asian desserts. I've also stockpiled a little bit of the chili tuna because I love this, and I often find it goes out of stock. I like to put that in sandwiches or even pasta or a quick, easy to go snack. Also grabbed some prawns because they were marked down to clear for $18 a kilo. They're normally about $36 a kilo, these big cooked tiger prawns. Um, these crumpets were marked down as well, saving of 50 cents. I'm going to portion them out and pop them in the freezer. Grab some baby rocket. Excuse my nose, guys. I've got a bit of a blocked nose, so my voice may sound a little different. I also got some marked down brioche buns. I'm going to be making some homemade burgers with the buns, rocket, and beef. And I also got some marked down scallops for $1 each. And these walnuts are going to be for the brownies that I am going to make. Hopefully I get around to filming them for you. So I've added on some cooking clips, guys. These are my homemade beef patties. I've just seasoned it with cumin and salt, and I chuck it straight in the pan. I don't add any oil because the beef patties will release some of the beef fat, and the Coles beef mince has a lot of fat anyways. Then I cut up my onions and cook it in the beef fat. Once the beef patties are pretty much cooked, I sprinkle on some cheese and pop the lid on so the steam helps the cheese melt. And then I just put my little burger together and add on a bit of that Coles brand garlic aioli on top. In this next meal, guys, I think I made a few months ago, I've got some risotto, minced garlic, chicken stock, zucchini, broccoli, and onions. This is a pretty veggie-packed meal. I start by sauteing my onions in a little bit of oil, and I also lightly season it with salt. Then I add in my risotto and kind of toast that off a little bit in the oil and onions. I find it helps bring out the nutty flavor a little bit more, and that's why I do this, but feel free to skip it if you want to. I then toss in 2 chicken stock cubes, mix that together. Obviously, I add my water in as well to help the risotto cook. Now, I think I did add a little bit too much water, but that's fine. I know to put a little bit less in future. Then I add in my chopped broccoli. Now, if you don't like broccoli, then you can replace it with any other veggie. I've also included the broccoli stalks in this as well. They are perfectly fine to consume and it helps reduce waste. So I'm just mixing everything through. I think mushrooms would be really nice in this meal as well, but mushrooms are so expensive these days. So I've just gone with veggies that are in season or on special. I've added in my thinly sliced zucchini. I've cut it really thin and placed it on top in hopes that once it cooks, it breaks down and then you start getting little strings of zucchini in the pasta. So once I pop the lid on, it will start steaming. Once everything's all cooked, I give it a quick mix through, then I add on some cheese and mix that through again. You can leave out the cheese or you can add in a little bit of thickened cream if you want, but I normally just add cheese. On this particular week, I just kept it as is, veggies, and that's it. But you can add in some chicken to add extra protein in as well if you like. So this is the finished product. I think it was a great meal for the colder months. Keeps you nice and full and it's a nice warm meal. So guys, I had these Hokkien noodles in my pantry, which I wanted to use up. And I also had this black pepper sauce. So I just tossed everything together basically with some beef strips, zucchini, the noodles, and that black pepper sauce. And I got a quick, easy meal. So I did have some leftovers. So I ended up having that little stir fry mix on some rice the next day. This is another variation of that meal, guys. I've just got some olive oil, onions, and yellow capsicums in the pot that I'm stir frying. Then I add in my beef strips, and then I add in that same black pepper sauce. So you can use whatever veggies you have on hand. I've even done it with green beans and mushrooms at some point. You guys would have seen in my older videos. These sauces are super convenient and they generally do go on sale, so I try to stock up when they go on sale for about $1.90 a packet, and they're extremely versatile. I have tried the san choy bao sauce, which is really nice, and the black pepper sauce and the Mongolian lamb are my favorite. So I know this looks disgusting, guys, but it's really delicious. My aunt gave me some passion fruit, so I thought I'd make a nice little drink. So it's hot water, honey, and passion fruit pulp. It's really nice. It tastes like a bubble tea, but a healthier version. Give it a go and let me know if you guys like it. So this is one of my really lazy meals, guys. You know the Campbell's condensed soups? This is pretty much it. I've just heated it up over the stove with a bit of milk. This particular flavor is cream of celery, I think, or cream of asparagus. And I've just bulked it up with some of my pasta I had at home.